Hey y'all, today it is very cold outside. I usually like to shoot my videos outside as much as I possibly can, but it's just too cold today. I even feel cold inside right now. I feel like I can't get warm. But the weather here in North Texas has been a little bit ridiculous. We have been kind of seesawing between temperatures in the 20s and temperatures in the 60s into the 70s. And we've been having the 40 to 50 degree drops in a single day. So it, in all honesty, is wreaking havoc on my garden. I'm going to lose stuff. If any of y'all are familiar with our area and with Texas, in 2021, February of 2021, we had Snowmageddon. So we had some crazy Arctic weather and we had lots of snow and we weren't prepared for it. And I mean, we're just not used to that kind of stuff in Texas. I know that a lot of you guys in the northern areas, like that's like every day, like that's no big deal for y'all, but we don't have we're not prepared for those kinds of things. So it was pretty rough and we lost a lot of stuff. So, keeping that in mind, I would think that, these temperatures would be no big deal. It's worse this year for my garden than it was with Snowmageddon in 2021. I've lost some stuff already. My rosemary that made it through Snowmageddon no problem is dead, is gone. So I think it's the seesaw of this dramatic temperature changes and the plants just aren't ready when that comes about. So that is something that we've been dealing with. But anyway, I'm inside. So today what I want to do, and Buffy too, she likes that I'm inside. Today what I want to do is talk to you guys and show you my seed haul so I did get a recent order. Their seeds went available on January 5th, 6th, somewhere around then. It's usually a frenzy to buy. They do still have some available, but some varieties are sold out. I definitely bought more than than I should have. I started panicking. I started like, oh, well, maybe I should go ahead and get this. So anyway, I ended up with a lot of seeds, but I want to show you guys which seeds I got, the names of them, why I chose them, and the cost. As always, make sure you hit that subscribe button and that notification bell so you know when my latest videos are up, and make sure you go follow me on TikTok. As a reminder, every time you leave a comment, every time you share this video, it shows YouTube that you want to see more of my content and helps boost my channel. Okay, so let's see. It says, it's here, yay! Magic from Floret is inside. Very exciting. All right, so here's my paperwork coming out. They sent me a pretty picture of a pretty little kitty cat. See the little kitty cat? Yeah. Of a little kitty cat sitting in one of their gardens, and I've got my order form here. Let's see what my total was, if it's even on here. It is not on here, but I will find my total with shipping and everything and put it down below for you guys. All right. All right. Okay, the first seed I got was cress, and cress is more of like a filler greenery, which is really, really pretty. This particular variety I got is called Green Dragon Cress, which is beautiful. It says it has long, strong stems, which are always important. A lot of Floret's flowers are suited for cut flower gardens, which is really, really great. So their height is 36 to 40 inches, which is wonderful. Full sun. Days to maturity is only 50 to 60 days, which is great. It is an annual, so I will have to replant each year. The plants it says durable and age well, turning pink, gold, and green together and transitioning well into autumn. That sounds so pretty. So I think that I'm actually going to do this in a series in rounds. I'm going to do one first direct sow, and then I'm going to direct sow some more and all that kind of stuff. It says to stagger plantings every 2 weeks for an extended harvest. Awesome. Looking forward to that one. All right. Next, I got foxglove, and the variety I got is called Alba. And it's an old-fashioned cottage garden favorite. This variety does not have any freckles in the inside of its bell-shaped blooms, and it's fantastic for wedding work and display in mass. The height is 48 to 72 inches. It likes part sun to shade. and it is a biennial. So when I plant this foxglove this year, it will just give me green and foliage, and then the following year it will actually give me blooms, which is exciting. Its maturity day is 330 to 360 days. That's a lot. I also got a second variety of foxglove, which is called Excelsior. And it's the same thing, 48 to 72 inches. It's a biennial, so it's going to take a full year before I see any blooms. This one is actually rich purple, lilac, lavender blush, and white spires with freckled chocolate and white throats. That is going to be gorgeous as well. Next variety I got is a marigold, and this particular variety is called Starfire Mix. These are miniature marigolds, which I'm kind of excited to see. Each plant produces 12 to 20 branching stems that reach over 30 inches and are loaded with dozens of penny-sized glowing blooms in shades of red, orange, and gold. I'm psyched about this one. I just thought it was a really kind of pretty, interesting, different look. And so I think that that'll be really cool, you know, for marigolds. Just kind of a different feel than a typical just large, bulky marigold. Okay, next is called Mignonette, and the variety I got was White Mignonette. Let's see, it is an annual 24 to 36 inches tall, full sun. Its long upright stems are covered in glowing snow white flowers with a strong vanilla fragrance. So that was what sold me. When I read that it was a vanilla fragrance, I was like, yeah, yes, I want that in my home. That will smell amazing. It's great for pollinators. It's great in bouquets. And legend has it that Napoleon sent mignonette seeds from Egypt to France for his darling Empress Josephine in the early 1800s. The next one I got is an ornamental grass, bunny tails, and I've tried growing bunny tails before and I've had some semi-luck, but they've mostly been short. And so this variety is supposed to be 22 to 24 inches tall, which that's what I want because I want long stems that I can cut and use in arrangements. Bunny tails are also really great for drying. This one, it says it's a compact plant, produces graceful gray-green blades with elongated heads that turn a delicate green color and soften as they age. Fluffy wands catch slightly in the breeze. That sounds beautiful. I'll be excited to grow that one. Next, I got pincushion flower, and the variety I got is called Fata Morgana. So Fata Morgana, maybe. This one is an annual as well. It is delicate button-like flowers with a lovely blend of blush and buttercream, which sounds beautiful. It's supposed to be a very productive cut flower, about 36 to 40 inches tall, full sun. It does have pinching. It says pinch when 18 inches tall. Usually when I plant something that needs to be pinched, I like to go back on my calendar, and if it says, you know, try to figure out and make a mark on my calendar when I think that that might be a time that it needs to be pinched. I've grown a variety of pincushions. I've grown Snow Maiden, Black Knight, Fire King, and I love pincushions. I actually had several outside that I thought were gonna overwinter, not with this crazy weather. So I'm gonna have to restart all my pincushions for the year, which is a little unfortunate because they're not as high of a producer their first year. A lot of times they'll work as a biennial as well, and they'll give me a second year of blooms, and the second year is amazing, just absolutely amazing. Okay, so I got a couple of varieties of stock. I got apricot, and if you haven't grown stock before, it's a beautiful cut flower that smells absolutely amazing. I wanted long stems, so these stems are supposed to be 18 to 30 inches long, which sounds beautiful. These are earthy apricot color with distinctive spicy scent. So I'm looking forward to that one. And then the other variety I'm growing is called Avalanche Supreme. And it is dense snow white blossoms, resemble lilacs, and are well suited for wedding arrangements. So I'll be excited about that one. It's 18 to 30 inches as well. I was wondering how many seeds are in here. It's not much. I mean, Floret is definitely like a more expensive brand. I think it's something about the novelty of owning, you know, blooms from Floret. If I were a flower gardener, or if I were a flower farmer and I was producing a whole lot, I'm not sure that I would be able to do this at this price. But being a smaller, you know, just small homeowner with a small plot of land, and I'm growing, you know, not tons and tons of one particular variety, just, you know, batches of them. So I think that gives me a little more freedom to buy some product like this. Okay, the next one I got is Sweet Rocket, and the variety is Pale Lavender, and it is a biennial, so it's going to take just like the foxgloves. It's going to, the first year, give me green, and the second year, it's going to give me blooms. This one, we've been growing this, it says that we've been growing this hard to find variety for many years, and it's one of the most beautiful biennials that blooms on our farm each spring. Towering stems are loaded with billowy flowers that are well loved by pollinators. It's an old-fashioned favorite, is the palest lavender mauve with the slightest darker eye. That sounds beautiful. Okay, the next variety I got is Winged Everlasting is the name, which sounds gorgeous. It's an annual 20 to 26 inches in height, full sun. It says mounds of bright green foliage produce an abundance of stiff, upright stems covered in adorable star-like papery white blossoms like baby straw flowers that open to reveal a sunny yellow center. So that was my deal, is I love straw flowers. So when it said baby straw flowers, I was like, yeah, we're totally gonna do that. I definitely got some different varieties for myself, which I think is kind of fun. I also got a zinnia variety. I got the Queen Lime Orange. It's the most beautiful range of iridescent raspberry apricot smoky peach with a dark cranberry center. Absolutely gorgeous. Okay, let's go on to my second packet. This packet, the first one is Amaranth, and looks like I got a couple of varieties of that. The first one is called Autumn Touch. Amaranth is an annual. It does really, really well in my particular area. It loves the hot, hot, full sun, and it's very prolific. So it says this beautiful green and brown bicolored amaranth is one of the most productive summer and early autumn fillers you can grow. That sounds fabulous. I like amaranth. It's a very interesting texture, and some people don't really like it. I think it's fun and whimsical and unique. And then the other variety I was really excited about is called Mira, M-I-R-A, and it is a bicolored green and rose tinted rope-like bloom that adds a stunning texture to bouquets. Very unique, very different. It almost looks like cascading dreadlocks, which I'm like, that sounds amazing. Its height is about 40 to 45 inches. It's an annual, and it is full sun. All right, so this year I'm trying a bunch of carnations to see how it goes this year. I'm not sure how much luck I'm going to have carnations, but we'll see. So I got these specific varieties from Floret because they are tall. So this first one is 24 inches tall, full sun. It takes a lot of days, 130 to 140 days maturity. Super tall stems display the most beautiful range of coral, salmon, blush, pink, and cherry flowers. One of the most fragrant flowers we grow, this old-fashioned carnation is best known as an annual. These gems bloom all summer long for an early sowing. From an early sowing. The tall stems and extremely long vase life make them an ideal cut flower. Did I name that? That carnation was Chabad Aurora. Okay. The next variety is called Chabad La France, and it's 24 to 30 inches tall, so it's a little bit taller. It is a seashell pink color of cafe au lait dahlias. This delicate classic beauty has flowers in varying hues of creamy blush and baby pink. This old-fashioned carnation is best grown as an annual. The beauty blooms all summer long from an early sowing. So that's a big deal. I'm going to have to get these carnations started pretty quick so that I can get them going earlier on. All right. Next, I have a couple of varieties of celosia. The first one is Flamingo Feather. It's 36 to 40 inches tall, full sun, annual, one of the prettiest celosias around. Flamingo Feather has airy, delicate pink plumes that fade to blush as they age. Also called wheat celosia, this treasure reminds us of pink bunny tails grass. I love celosia. I think it's fun to grow. It grows really, really well here too. And then the other variety I got is called Fruit Punch, for 36 to 48 inches tall, full sun, annual. Let's see. This special mix with our breeding program includes fan-shaped blooms in shades of magenta, rose, salmon, and apricot. That's gorgeous. Okay. Next, I got some Chinese forget-me-nots, but I got Mystic Pink. So they're not actually like the blue purple color. They're pink. So unlike traditional biennial forget-me-nots, which require a full year to bloom, Chinese forget-me-nots can be grown as an annual crop and flower just 3 months after sowing. Mystic Pink produces an abundance of tall, delicate, cotton candy pink stems that look incredible in mass. 30 inches tall, full sun, and it is an annual. The next variety I got was Clarkia, and it's called Tower Coral, and it's an annual, 24 inches tall, full sun. Clarkia falls into the cut and come again category of abundant garden bloomers, and this variety conjures a tropical feel with its tall spires smothered in glowing pink coral flowers. So cut and come again means the more you cut, the more it's going to come, the more it's going to produce floral. This will be a fun, very just soft textured bloom, but bold color. It's a color that I don't have in my garden, so I'll be excited to have it. Next, I got Clary Sage, and this is more of a filler. Hardy annual, 24 inches tall, full sun, easy to grow, long flowering, loved by pollinators, featuring long spikes of vibrant, showy brackets with distinct veining. This mix of pink, white, and deep purple flowers makes a wonderful addition to the flower border or cutting gardens. Years ago, I was in this business networking group, and one of the ladies there is a massage therapist, but she also did this whole range of like working with herbs and scents and finding like what herbs and scents spoke to your soul and all this stuff. So I did an analysis with her just for fun, and Clary Sage, that was my herb, my scent. That was what connected most with my soul and released and freed myself. And I don't know, I loved the smell of it when we were there. It felt good. It cleared my head when I smelled it. And so anyway, I think that's what really drove me for growing the Clary Sage this year. Okay, and then the last is, another packet of green dragon. Is that what I ordered? Yeah, for some reason, I guess I double ordered Crest Green Dragon. I guess that's because I wanted to do where I was sowing it every 2 weeks. Okay. Okay, so I wanted to tell you guys my total. So I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. 22 packets of seeds. My total for seeds alone is $133.90, and then shipping was $585. So this was not cheap. This was definitely not cheap. But I definitely am buying into the whole romance and whimsical quality of Floret, flowers and farm. They're just a neat group to follow. They write beautiful blog posts where they talk about how they're growing stuff. They have classes you can take. There's just so much about them that just basically feeds your soul, makes you feel really great about growing floral. And then they're very open and sharing about their knowledge, about different techniques they use. You can call and ask questions. You can email and ask questions. They're just lovely. So definitely more than I would typically spend, but I am very excited. And hopefully these seeds will outlast me a couple of years. So we'll see how it goes. I hope I have success with them, because obviously I paid a lot of money for them. So, but I hope I have some really great success with them this upcoming season. I will make sure to do a post video in the future, maybe mid to late summer, just kind of talking about how these Floret seeds are doing and if they were worth the cost in the end. So I hope you guys enjoyed chatting with me today about Floret seeds that just got through. They definitely still have some available. Be sure to go check them out. If there's a particular type of Floret seed that you love, let me know. I'd be interested in growing it as well. And as always, she's a mad gardener or decorator or anything else that she wants to be. Thanks, y'all. Does Mommy have her pants on backwards, wrong side out? I think I'm wearing my pants wrong side out. Oh well, it's fine. It's fine.